Yo, it's your boy Jonah. In today's video, we have Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 15. And yeah, a pretty big episode, I would say. And that is that Arnhead wants to see her husband and, check on his wounds to see if he's fine. Now, I feel like this was a bad idea, but I mean, who's gonna stop her? And yeah, she's gonna go in there sneakily at night. And yeah, and then we get Snake, who sees her and was like asking like, what the hell are you doing here? And she was just being truthful, and she just wanted to see him and see if he needed healing. But Snake didn't care about none of that because he didn't like that this guy, he hurt his men. So Snake does the dumb thing and decides to leave and gets one of his like guys to take her home. And this was like the dumbest idea Snake had in like a long time. He should have just taken her home himself. Like, how can you trust these idiots? Is what they are. They're supposed to be like these warriors, but they're like pretty big idiots for this whole time. Not gonna lie, guys. And yeah, the guy who was supposed to take Arnhead back, that was pretty much a fail. He kind of was like he couldn't say no to a woman. So Arnhead just said that he wanted to see her husband, and she just did like a puppy eye face. And yeah, he decided to agree with her. And there's other people in there too, but he said that the boss said it was fine. So because of that, they believed him. So yeah, she sees Gardard, and yeah, he looks pretty beat up because they kind of like beat him up for this whole time. Yeah, she was not gonna be healing her wounds because he's kind of all tied up, and yeah, they're not gonna let her, or they're not gonna let him like cut off or get cut loose because that was a bad idea. So yeah, they're kind of just staring there, and this is where Gardar apologizes for what he has done. And what he has done was that he left her by herself in the island they used to live in, and he takes it back, and he just wants to be with her. And yeah, she started to like freak out. And yeah, another dumb thing is that the other guards decide to just go inside and have just one guard just be there the whole time. And this is when things just go very downhill. We have the one guard who was the first one there. He was telling Arnhead to leave because she wasn't really doing anything. So as soon as he was trying to push her away from Gardar just straight up jumps at this guy and bit his fucking neck off, guys. It was really nasty. And yeah, the guard, he really couldn't do nothing, so he tried to pull out his sword, but that was it, and he just fell in this table, and at least he made a lot of noise. And then this is where Gardar was like trying to make his plan, where he was telling Arnhead to get like the sword he had, but she wasn't moving at all. She was like just staring at this whole scene and just didn't know what to happen. She just didn't know what to do. Yeah, the guards come out of the room and they see all of this, and it seemed like there was like a big fight because they cut it, and it seems like Gardar escaped with Arnhead, and the guards are all dead. And this is where Snake was really, he had this very serious face where if he sees this guy, he's probably gonna kill him because he has killed already a lot of people. And I think this is a no-go back for also for Arnhead, who seemed like she might have assisted with this escape. So yeah, I think we're at the spot where there's no turning back now, no matter what happens. So that is very interesting to see what's gonna happen there, and I really don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I'm sure it's pretty bad news for sure. And then we have Thorfinn and Einar. They just woke up and they don't know what's been happening, but they talk a lot. It was like most of the whole like second half of the whole like show. So they talked a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna talk about the whole thing. It was very important stuff for sure, but I'll say we get to learn what Einar and Thorfinn are thinking about, and I guess the biggest thing is Thorfinn, he wants to leave in a place where there's like no violence or stuff like that. But yeah, there's no place like that. There's gonna be always violence, and he says that he's not gonna want to kill nobody, but I mean he has to like defend himself. If you know, what is he gonna do? Just not. I mean, I guess he can knock him out. He's like trying to be Batman or something. So yeah, guys, they talked a lot, but it was important stuff. And I'm not gonna go through like every single thing they talked about, but it was pretty important. And then we see the guards come into their room, and yeah, they look like they had like a very serious face, like they were like really mad, and they're trying to find. They're looking at their room, and they're poking at the leaves or whatever they're called. Yeah, Thorfinn kind of realizes that Gardar escapes, and Einar assumes that Arnheid is probably in trouble as well. And yeah, guys, that's the end of the chapter. So now they're gonna try to find Arnheid and Gardar, who I feel like it's gonna be hard for them to escape like this island. So I mean, I don't know what their big plan is, but I'm sure this is where it ends for probably both of them. And it's just gonna be very sad. So I don't know what they're gonna do here. I kind of wish they didn't talk too much about, you know, Thorfinn and Einar. I mean, I kind of like was distracted for the most part, but I get it. It's important for what they're talking about. But yeah, guys, be sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully we get some good stuff in the next episode.